The color could be purple, or black, or brown, or all three. What a confusing stain on the door. As you stare at this color, barely noticing the decorative window that is one of those middle panes surrounded by smaller squares of glass, you suppose it would be considered pretty, but that door color. As you contemplate, you touch the door with your fingertips, and it swings open before you.
After you all have gotten to the point that you've sort of carried your bruised and battered bodies back into the sled, I wish there was a B word for sled, that would have been better. As you begin to head back towards the mountain, because if you all recall, you are heading towards the Big Rock Candy Mountain. As you travel and your sled glides effortlessly across the snow, you notice, as you go, the snow and the wind are becoming fiercer and fiercer and fiercer the closer that you get to the mountain. While you know that the candy reindeer are pulling the sleigh, you are no longer able to see them through the veil of impenetrable white.
We gotta do something about this blizzard. I can't see anything.
Is that the sort of things that you can help with? Jack Frost?
I can only make it colder. I can't get the cold to go away.
Well, turn it off.
Make it so cold, it goes to the other side of the thermostat.
Like when you do the swing over the
Yeah.
bars.
I was never able to do that as a child.
Could I roll, like, maybe some kind of history or region check or something to see...
That would be a nature check for the regional
Nature?
area, yeah.
to see if it's commonplace for this to be happening?
Of course.
That's a nat 20.
So you are able
Plus 4.
I mean, so out at your ridiculously good roll for, unfortunately, something that did not have a radically high DC, you do recall that this area is actually known for blizzards. It is called the snowfields, and it is called the snowfields for a reason. It does, however, mean if the weather is this all over the place, then it is likely you are fairly close to the base of the mountain.
Yeah, well, we just have to push through. We should be there soon, I think. It's a mountain, it's hard to miss.
Wham!
Looney Tunes shape in the side.
Cartoonish slam in the mountain. You're going to travel for about an hour, hour and a half, getting the benefits of a short rest as you just kind of like lay there in the sleigh, being like, some of you more so than others. The wind and the snow are going to die down just enough that in the horizon you can see what appears to be some form of structure. An actual building, though it is lower to the ground, very square, and unlike most of the buildings you're familiar with, not remarkably whimsical in shape.
Well, this is ugly.
Rude. Pachelbel's not about the brutalism movement. Like, he hates it. He is all about modern farmhouse.
You know what I say, if it ain't Baroque, don't fix it.
Johanna Gaines.
What? I don't even get it. I wish I got it.
You don't get it?
You never seen... Do you not watch HGTV at all?
Oh, now I get it. Thanks. I barely watch that, because that specific show, I don't like it.
It's always on at the patient firsts around here. So normally if someone really knows a lot about it, it's because they have medical issues.
Ah! I think I know who this shack belongs to.
You don't remember anybody living in this area because of the snow and the ice and everything. This area's not known to be inhabited. At least not by anyone sane. Most of the people who would live on the Big Rock Candy Mountains, or at least the people who used to, lived higher up.
Does anyone want to stop? Maybe we should see if someone's home. Maybe we can rest here.
Until the storm blows past.
If it does.
If it does.
I will say, I mean, this is unusual. I don't know why anyone would be here. It's a bad place to live.
Well, maybe if they do live out here, they have a way to, combat the conditions. So
They have an HVAC system.
Made of candy canes,
Yeah.
of course. Oh wait, no, it's non-whimsical. It's brutalist, right? It's carved from granite. Yeah, we got it.
A holiday variety air conditioner.
It's gingerbread.
Yeah. As you get closer to the building, you are able to see that the entranceway and the panes and frames around the windows and everything are made of candy cane, which is something that you are very familiar with being used as a building material. The structure itself is constructed of gingerbread, as is the way, but there's no gumdrop, there's no real frosting decor, there's no pizzazz to it. It is built, and it is there. There is nothing to it to add a sense of festivity or Christmas spirit.
No, that's gross.
Yeah, it's not like you just walked in and found like a concrete, like, industrial complex building just like set in the center.
if you guys want some non-frosted gingerbread.
No, I don't. Who wants that?
I mean, I would take a bite.
Spruce.
What, man?
Come on, man.
Yo,
That was a
come on,
joke.
you're,
Non-frosted
It's
gingerbread?
still gingerbread.
you're above that. Come on.
Do you
What?
even have any milk?
I'm sitting in the sleigh, dude. What do you mean?
You don't even have any milk.
That's true. I wonder if they've got milk.
The horses?
No. Wait. Do horses have milk?
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
these horses have milk?
Reindeer. Or are they horses or reindeer? I thought they were reindeer in my mind, but now I'm debating everything.
These creatures. Do these creatures
horse
have
deer.
milk?
GM
These
question,
beasts
not a
of labor.
you maniacs question.
The
They're
magic
actually water
candy
buffalo?
beasts.
That's weird.
Everybody's got a water buffalo.
I can see all the organs. There's no milk in it.
Listeners, for you it has been 24 hours. For us it has been a matter of weeks.
Yeah.
So these rain horses,
I swear.
rain horses.
That's what they are now. They are horses that have reindeer antlers.
Sweet.
good.
Horse
Because
deer.
that's just delightful to me. And they have little, like, deer butts. So they have, like, little tiny deer tails. 'Cause that's cute.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna see if they have milk. I'll just go knock.
Coward.
Yeah, call me what you want. You can look. And then Pachelbel's just gonna hop off this sleigh.
The candy beasts are going to stop immediately and just kind of freeze as if statues, because there is now a person that is not on the sled anymore. Sleigh. Ice delivery unit. You are all close enough to the building to see Pachelbel go up and knock on the door. Pachelbel, there is no answer, but upon your knock, the door slowly creaks open.
Hello. I call into. Is the room dark? Is what's in
So
there?
as the door creaks open, you notice that it is dark. Do you step over the threshold?
I'm looking, respectively. Is there any furniture in there? Is it completely abandoned?
You
Is
can
there a
see
fireplace?
shapes. There are.
Okay. Oh, but it's so dark I can't see. Got
Yes.
it. I'm just gonna look back at the sleigh and go. Eh? It looks empty.
Pop off.
But blissfully smoke-free.
Yeah, it's not much warmer, but it's no wind.
Maybe if we keep the door open, it'll feel better in there.
What?
Yeah, you said it's warmer in there?
No, yeah, perhaps a bit. I'd like. Oh, I see. Right, because you're Jack Frost.
Yeah, make like a little ice dance between my fingers.
Yeah. You know what? Slipped my mind, buddy. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll see if there's a fireplace, maybe. And then I'll step in.
As you step into the threshold, you see a series of lights in rows along the ceiling flicker on in a way that you, as a human being living in today's world, would recognize as those industrial LED like bar light bulbs.
Mm-hmm.
They flicker on in a most unjoyous way, and you see a fireplace with a large, at this point now bubbling. As you step in, the fire has burst to life within this fireplace. However, that does illuminate everything in the room, which, for as whimsical as the building materials are, it feels somewhat sterile. What you do see are lab tables, bookshelves, and various scientific apparatus, and a door leading to a back room.
Well, I like this. I know science stuff, right? So, artificer. I am, like, when the lights come on, I'm just gonna kind of glare and use prestidigitation to at least make them look colorful.
All right.
Like Christmas lights.
You have magicked them to be a series of green, blue, and warm gold. Blue.
Love it.
Green, red, and warm gold. You know, blue, the Christmas color. Green and blue. The well-known holiday colors.
I just believed it.
Yeah, let's go with it.
I just stick my head back out and I go, you might as well come in. It's, terrible, but it's better than out there.
Spruce is already, like, walking through the doorway. Yeah, man, did you find out if they had milk?
No. I've been in here for 4 seconds.
Bummer.
Yeah, give me 4 more seconds, perhaps, and I can find some milk.
All right, sweet.
Spruce, my dearest darling, would you roll perception for me?
Absolutely. 17.
As you walk into the room, you are hit with a sense of the familiar. There is something in this place that not only do you know you've been here before, you know that you have been here and it was important that you were. You remember nothing more than that very strong feeling. But it is there, and it is powerful.
I think that, like, as it hits Spruce, like, it looks like it physically hits him like a wall, and he's like, whoa, man, like, I know this place. And he just walks off down the hall.
What does that mean? Okay. Pachelbel just busies himself, like, checking out the lab equipment.
All right.
Seeing, like, if he can discern what the experiments are or something. I don't know. If there's anything active. Is it all cleaned up and put away, or is there shit, like, actively going on?
So it is not, like, dirty and gross in a sense that, like, everybody has had, like, they were interrupted in a terrible way and abandoned their projects. No. It appears that everything was, cleaned up and put away, but not with any real care, almost as if they weren't going to come back.
Okay. Yep, he just looks around. Continuing to just try to figure out what kind of experiments may have happened here.
Wonderful. Halley, Jack?
Yeah, I'm just kind of meandering behind the group. I'll, like, take a look when Pachelbel takes a look at like, the equipment and stuff. Just look around, see if anything stands out.
Halley walked into where the fire magically sprung up when they came inside and just plopped down in front of the fire.
I like the idea that she's doing, like, a corgi flop.
Sploot.
The little sploot. Clara has come in with you all with the reassurance that the sleigh will be fine without attendants.
Yeah, it can't go anywhere without this thing.
Exactly. But she will close the door behind all you to keep the, wind and ice and snow from getting in. Pachelbel, as you are investigating, I am going to have you roll investigation.
Dirty 20.
Oh, perfect. I'm so excited. You are able to find documents detailing, though they are redacted in a large portion, you are able to tell what kind of experiments were run here. It was something genetic and biological. Something about the creation of a new Christmas entity.
Oh, mein Gott. Meine Klaus. He, tries to hold the paper up to the light and read through the redacted stuff.
So you aren't able to get all of the redacted information. Some of it appears that not only did they bar over it, but they also wrote letters over it to jumble whatever the initial meaning was. A couple of things, though, that do stand out that weren't redacted well enough is who the funding entity of this project was. Gloria Claus.
I knew it. He rolls how many documents we talking?
He rolls his own perception check.
No. I was going to roll the documents up, but if it's a filing cabinet, obviously I can't do that.
You have essentially, if you want to pull everything that's particularly relevant and valid, it's going to be like a little manila folder.
And damning.
And it's going to be called a vanilla folder because it is made of candy. Because
French vanilla.
Yes.
I'm going to roll it up and then tie a little bow on it because I'm a
Festive.
Christmas elf for Christ's sakes. For Klaus's sake. And I'm just going to tuck it into an inside pocket of my accoutrement.
Absolutes. So Spruce, bud, you were walking down the hall. Where are you going?
I feel like Spruce is just kind of letting this feeling that he has kind of pull him in a direction.
So you're going to walk over to a glass cylinder that reaches from the bottom of the floor to the top of the ceiling. I want you to imagine the tube in Mewtwo Strikes Back, and that's generally the vibe that I have with this. You pause in front of it for a moment before heading towards the back room. You open the door to find a larder filled with packaged and boxed and jarred cookies and candy and snacks, preserved shelf-stable milk, powdered hot chocolate, several provisions, and several barrels, not enormous, but smaller, of spiked nog.
Spruce is gonna scoop up an armful of cookies and candies and things like that and go toward the shelf-stable milk and take one down and look at it and be like, I found the other load, yeah, and set the milk down and go for the nog barrel.
When he says he's found the mother load, I'm gonna run over because who knows what he's talking about, and ice starts to freeze in my hand as I start to form my blade.
You're ready to throw. You're ready to fight. Spruce does not have enough HP to do this on his own.
I will go over that way.
All right, Halley.
Halley is passed the fuck out in front of this fire. She is fully ready for naps, not gonna do anything.
She has decided she's going to take a long rest, whether the GM allows it or not.
Oh no, I don't expect you to allow a long rest. This is just what she's doing. If you guys actually call her, she'll come over. But as long as you guys are just doing a fun discovery thing, she just straight up was fire, nap.
I just like that Halley is just no.
He's I'm tired. Everything hurts. I'm tired. I just want to lay down and sleep.
One day I want to do that at work. It's just I'm just gonna lay down on the counter and be I'm tired. I'm going to take a nap now.
Spruce is gonna walk back in. She'll be I want our pop.
Go sleep right here.
See, I take a nap here. Good night. So you all walk into the room and you see exactly what Spruce did. The provisions, the nog. You also see that some of the shelves are less shelves and more made up to be some kind of multi-level bunk bed.
Oh.
I'll climb into one of the bunk beds and just kind of reach down, grab a milk, and kind of lay back.
All
Start
right.
drinking it.
Enjoy that brand redacted shelf-stable milk.
If it's shelf-stable milk, is it in bags?
No, it is going to be in, those chicken stock papery containers?
No.
Those
A
exist. It's
I
like
believe you.
it's like those little
I just
chicken
don't know
stock carton
Okay.
dudes. It's that, but so it's got a little tube. It's a little spout for.
Oh.
for
I was picturing one of the big bags and he was just using it as a pillow. And then he like took a straw or something and was just like...
It's like one of those Camelback backpacks, but it's
Yeah.
milk. Because that is.
For Christmas elves, I think that's fine. Anyway.
And keep it cold.
He can keep it cold, which
It's
does
true.
Oh, yeah.
remove one of the grosser aspects, I guess.
Travel milk is never good, even if it is cold.
I don't know why your dad traveled to that sentence.
Y'all are over here with your elf MREs, like.
Yeah.
Just add
Elfaries?
elferes.
Nope, Austin, you made it bad.
It's still MREs. It's just meals ready for elves.
Meals ready for elves!
That's what I was going to say.
Bravo,
Good thing, yeah.
Jenna's got
Perfect.
it. Perfect.
Just add tinsel.
Spruce is like throwing cookies into his face, like, "Come here, man! Like, help me get this nog open."
I mean... Shall we... I mean, we could make a meal, now have a proper meal.
Yeah, I'm trying. We gotta get the nog open for a proper meal.
No, you're just eating everything you see. I mean, we could actually set this up as
This
a
is
nice...
snacks while we set up.
Pre-eat.
Okay,
Pre.
I accept this. Okay, perfect. And then he takes a something. I don't know. Just grabs anything off the shelf and starts snacking.
You find in the searching through the provisions things like preserved whole Christmas geese ready to put on a spit and roast. You're going to find like barrels of potatoes, barrels of carrots, large containers of pre-made gravy, several aspects to a traditional Dickensian Christmas feast.
That's exactly what I'm after. Pachelbel, if allowed, would very much like to prepare a feast for his friends.
Wonderful. I'm going to have you just do a raw roll to kind of gauge the quality of the cooking overall, because domesticity is not a roll in this game.
It's true. Could I leverage a history roll because these are it's recipes that have been
Not only will
used
I allow
for
you to do
years?
that, I will allow Spruce to roll assist.
Oh, okay, sweet.
Meine Klaus, I'm very sorry for what's happened to the goose. It's a 6.
All right, what did you get, Spruce?
A 14.
All right, so that's going to be +2.
I will point out that like this takes a while, so it's a series of mishaps, not something that I fuck up all at once.
No. So what's going to happen is, it is not that the meal is not tasty. It is not that the meal is not cooked through and is going to give you all worms. It is, however, not presented in as fancy of a way as you would expect. In order to make it cook quicker, the goose has been butterflied, though instead of butterflying it the way one would expect, it's been sort of like serial killer hacked into pseudo flatness until he just decided he was just gonna crunch it and then open it like a book.
It's not butterflied, it's beetled.
So fun fact, the first time I tried to spatchcock a turkey for Thanksgiving was me and my sister-in-law doing chest compressions trying to break its sternum in the stairwell because it was the only place that I could get enough leverage.
Oh no.
So you had
Nice.
like us all cooking and everybody's having like this lovely family time. Then my father starts coming down the stairs and is like, "What the hell are you doing?" And I'm like trying to save its life.
It's very dead. It has no head.
Get you some poultry scissors.
Yeah, we have them now, and my dad also bought one of those enormous like cleavers.
Meh.
Hell yeah.
So it'll never happen again. But it was, not only was it hilarious, it was also the best turkey I've ever prepared in my life. Ever. Still proud of it.
So despite having a small arsenal of weaponry and 4 or 5 different kinds of toolkits,
It's less Rockwell and more Goudy.
absolutely fucks everything up. And at the end of it just goes, well, I was never a cook.
Well, here's the thing: the food is not bad. The food is tasty. It is just not pretty.
Can I prestidigitate it at the end?
Yeah, sure.
So it's still like a decimated, ugly-looking goose, but it's got like laurels and shit coming
Yes.
out. It's pretty.
It's like terrible broken neck, has like a little ribbon around
Yeah,
it.
it's all that. I just go, and there's a sparkle of Christmas magic, and it's all still the same, but there's sparkles on it now.
You all sit down to a delightful Christmas feast, getting the benefits of a long rest. You are awoken very, very, very early in the morning. You are awoken immediately with the idea that you can take a lot of these supplies with you and pack them up and bring them with you. But upon doing that, you hear a loud knock at the door.